ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think that what just happened in the last couple of days is probably some of the most ridiculous stuff that I've seen in a long time. And I mean, I guess it kind of shows how we're going to be ending off our 2020. Now, for a lot of you people that, don't know what's going on, Twitch just rolled out a new set of rules, a new policy, if you will, that just deemed it bannable if you mention terms such as simp, virgin, or incel. You use any of those three terms, you get, pretty much banned indefinitely from what I've seen off of the platform. And this is a attempt to combat bullying and harassment on the platform, on the internet in general. A lot of people have been using those terms at a heightened rate. And here's my issue with the whole thing, right? Because simp was a term that was popularized, I'd say probably earlier, probably mid last year, late last year, and then definitely earlier this year, and it kind of just exploded, right? Well, here's the thing. People are going to use alternate verbiage and words to express the same sort of things that they were expressing before, but with different words, if that makes sense. Basically, I'm saying you can't gatekeep words and expect people not to get creative and try something else. I understand the purpose behind it. It's to create a safe climate for everybody. But I feel like right now in society, we've gotten to this weird point where we're overcorrecting so much that now we're banning specific terms. Case in point, Facebook at one point was really pushing to ban the eggplant, water, and peach emoji because they said that those emojis were too sexualized to be used. They're not, I guess, what they were intended in the first place. But I'm like, listen, it's like code, the people who know it know what that is. Not everybody knows that those were used as sexualized emojis, because obviously you have to be in a certain age bracket for that. Of course, certain people get access to information at an age that they shouldn't be. But the whole point is you can change the definition of the code that you're using. You can use, like, for instance, if you want to, instead of saying simp, you can say some other stuff now. You can say, I don't know, weak M. Yeah, like all these weak M's, like weak males or something like that, or weak something, I don't know. But you can just say something weird, something real weird that we never thought of even using before, because now we got to get creative. And it's crazy because as we get creative and the higher ups or the older people who are putting all these laws in place are figuring out what these terms mean, they start banning the specific words, and they keep and I guess they overlook the bigger issue here. You cannot suppress free speech, even if you don't like it. And I think that's what's happening right now. I understand that, we're trying to create a safe and I guess a non-toxic environment. But I feel like when you completely omit and get rid of certain terms and stuff like that completely, especially if they're terms that aren't even intense. I feel like we started at the top of the pole, we worked our way down, we couldn't find anything else that was super like jarring or stinging, and we started getting rid of dumb things. I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch and YouTube start banning people for saying the word stupid or shut up or what the heck, because they've ran out of all the other terms to start banning. So they're like, we have to be super politically correct. It's getting ridiculous, guys, and I don't understand why it has to be like this. Because I was telling a friend, this is typically how society goes, right? The pendulum swings in both directions. And by that, I mean, right now, we're so caught up in the overcorrection phase that when the pendulum swings in the opposite direction, we're going to be on the opposite side of society now, where no one cares about anything because we've cared too much about everything. I think we're burning ourselves out, with the cancel culture, gatekeeping, and a lot of other little things that have just that have made it very hard to even appreciate some light satire. Now, I understand a lot of people are like, oh, it's more than satire when you're starting to make fun of da-da-da-da-da. Here's another big thing that I don't understand. Why can't people tune out? Why can't you take your eyes and your ears and stop whatever is bothering you and walk away? Especially if it's on the internet. That's my biggest thing. If it's in person, I understand people can follow you, people can do whatever. Why is it so hard to look away from whatever is bothering you and look up something else? It's so simple. It's as easy as typing something in a search bar, pressing enter, and completely getting rid of it. For some weird reason, everybody has like this weird thing where if something even looks remotely disturbing, they have to watch more of it, even if it bothers them. Even if it bothers them. And I think that's something that we have to take accountability for as people and acknowledge and try to get better at working on. Because at the end of the day, I feel like we're making it worse when we start, we get offended for, because of maybe like a joke we heard that we don't agree with, or something, right? If you want to properly cancel someone, and I've said this over and over again, don't give them any attention. Don't say cancel them. Cancel him, because then you got all the people that are like, cancel who? Who are we canceling? Who is that? What kind of content did he make? And now you're actually giving that person a platform. You just abruptly stop watching their stuff. That's it. It might be difficult, might be jarring, because you might have been used to watching their stuff all the time, but that's your biggest weapon, your biggest, greatest weapon that I feel like most people don't even realize. But like I'm saying, with all these policy changes and, gatekeeping of certain terms and words, I feel like it's going to get pretty dangerous in the future as far as operating on the internet, even from my perspective, the creator perspective, because you might accidentally say something that you didn't even think was bad, and now that these new terms keep getting refreshed, I feel like every other month there's a whole new batch of terms we can't say, we can't use. There's things we can't do that we thought were once normal, and yes, this is how progress begins, but I feel like there's a better way we could go about it, because I feel like it's all that's going to do is encourage the public to get even more creative and form these secret toxic cults that do exactly everything that we've been fighting against. At least with free speech, I mean, you can deter people from doing and saying crazy things, but you don't block them from saying the things that are on their mind. I feel like it kind of it mitigates any crazy rebellious attempts to try to get back at people for suppressing their freedom of speech. So I don't know if that makes sense. I want to hear you guys' thoughts and feelings on it, because I feel like it's very arbitrary to ban certain terms, and especially terms that were used as like secret meanings for other things, because when for a fact they're going to start using other modern terms that we would have never seen before. Like, oh yeah, go get the coffee cup. And the coffee cup could mean something really messed up. But now they've had to resort to using that, I guess, because previous terms were banned. And then people at society has to keep catching up. I don't know. It's just really weird. I feel like this is a rant. Obviously, you guys can tell this is a rant, but I want to hear what you guys' thoughts and feelings are on this. I'm not sure if you agree with what I said. I was all over the place in this video. What do you feel about these like Twitch's current policy updates? Because it's not just Twitch that is that this is happening with. TikTok just rolled out a new community guideline policy. Facebook has cracked down really hard, especially during the election, on their new guidelines and stuff like that. Twitter's following suit. I just feel like if you own any social media platform, you pretty much own society. You can control the narrative. You can push certain agendas if you want to. That's just my personal opinion at this point, because I feel like it's gotten to the point where each of these platforms, they're not really operating off a sense of neutrality. They're kind of operating off a sense of personal opinion, and they're projecting that on everyone on their platform. So you either join or die is pretty much the mentality, and it's a little disturbing, because we're going to see in the future how this plays out with bigger issues, and I will reference this video when that does happen. But let me know what you guys think. Sorry for me being all over the place. It's kind of a rant video, but I'm very curious to find out what you guys think of these recent changes, not only just on Twitch, but all over the internet. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear you guys in the comments, or read your comments in the comments section down below. Take care. Peace. Well, 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 what a pleasure it is to see all of your beautiful faces at the end of this lovely video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know, as I've mentioned in the past, we do have a Discord that's linked in the description down below, and we would love to have you a part of the world's greatest community ever, Bray Gang. Yes, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're officially a part of the community. So go ahead, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And we also have other social media as well, like Instagram, Twitter. We're live. We go live on Twitch quite often as well. So it would behoove you to, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JamesBrayGang. Join the cause and be a part of the greatest, literally the greatest community ever. Okay, it's simple. Just go ahead and do those little things. We're trying to grow on all these little platforms and everything, and it really means a lot. Now, I know you guys stumbled up across the channel and you're like, what does this guy post? Like, what kind of content does he post? Reactions, vlogs, pretty much whatever comes to my mind. All right, it's random content. I don't know what I'm gonna be posting 10 years from now, but I do know that you can stick along for the journey, and it really means a lot. Now, for every single person that subscribes and follows all of the accounts that I have made, and all the links will be in the description down below, that's an automatic entry for any future giveaways I decide to have. I'll remind you when the giveaways take place, but you'll be surprised what I will be giving away because you guys have supported me so much up to this point, and it's only right that I do the same thing back. Thank you guys so much for being amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.